Today we go over the future of Star Wars when it comes to Jon Favreau's live-action TV series. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, the future of this franchise seems to be very expansive. Now, we do know that Disney and Lucasfilm are essentially redoing all of the 10 standalone movie ideas that they had in mind and that were originally moving forward. Now, apparently, all thanks to the Solo Star Wars story box office results and everything that happened financially, box office-wise there, now they're reworking all 10 of those Star Wars movies, except for the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, which is great news, the fact that that movie's moving forward. But if you guys would like to hear more about that, that's all my last video. Now, today, it all has to do with Jon Favreau's live-action TV series, one of the projects that's actually moving forward rapidly as the script is nearing its completion, and tons of concept art and storyboards have already been made, in which we will be going over one of the concept art descriptions for Jon Favreau's live-action TV series that could very well give us a hint as to exactly what this show could very well entail. Now, let's go over one of the concept art descriptions. We have been hearing a lot about this when it comes to Star Wars Episode 9 and other projects as well. Now, this time it all has to do with the live-action TV series, which, by the way, is set to begin filming this fall/winter of 2018 and is said to debut in autumn of 2019, just before Episode 9 arrives. So, looking at Jon Favreau's live-action TV series, one of the concept art descriptions consists of this: a group of X-Wings flying through debris in space, likely to be scraps after the Death Star 1 explosion. Now, additionally, debris scattered on a vast barren planet with soldiers examining what's left, and soldiers on a forest planet, which also could very well be Endor, also has debris, and also has soldiers scattering around the debris. So, looking at all of this, we do know that the live-action TV series for Jon Favreau will be set 7 years after the events of the Battle of Yavin. Now, given how the Battle of Endor is for ABY, that leaves us with a post-Return of the Jedi story for, of course, Jon Favreau's TV series. Now, that's all we do know about the concept art descriptions, which could very well tell us a little bit, just a bit, about what the backstory of this could really be. It seems like there's some kind of connection to the Death Stars, it seems. Now, we saw something like this, in past films, where they try to connect it to other projects as well, and it seems like they're trying to do the same exact thing here with Jon Favreau's live-action TV series, which is apparently going to be released a little bit before Episode 9, as long as it stays on schedule. Again, this script is almost done. Jon Favreau's almost done with it all, and they're going to begin casting apparently this fall of 2018, just before filming. So, looking at this, how there's a group of X-Wings flying through debris in space, which could very well likely be scraps after the Death Star 1 explosion. Again, this could be anything. The whole Death Star aspect is just speculation, but the fact that there are X-Wings flying through debris could very well indicate that it could be something around the lines of the Death Star. Now, we saw something like that in Battlefront 2, I don't know if you guys recall, where one of the storyline pieces has the remaining pieces of the Death Star 2 explosion. And that's why I believe that there could very well be a connection, quite possibly maybe even to the Battlefront 2 game, if they really want to go that far to really make some connections here. Now, the fact that there's also debris scattered on a barren planet that we haven't heard about before, and soldiers examining of what's left, could this very well be that maybe the rebellion is essentially looking into the technology that the Empire used for the Death Star itself? And could this also indicate some connections to the sequel trilogy? Because in case you guys didn't know, that big AT-AT hauler thing that they used in The Last Jedi to go through the doors on that Resistance base on the planet Crate, that was actually made of Death Star technology, in case you guys didn't know. So, the remaining pieces of the Death Star, there's a lot of potential, not only for, you know, what the First Order used it for, but for what the Resistance could have used it for as well. Now, looking at everything else, guys, I'm really excited for Jon Favreau's live-action TV series because he's a passionate guy, Jon. He's really into the Star Wars franchise, and there's something about him, he's just really good at filmmaking. Now, he will be writing this movie, there's no word on directors just yet, but to me, the writing part is a whole lot more important than the directing, because the writing is the actual story itself, it's how the characters will be handled, and it's exactly where we will be heading as the entire story goes. So, looking at what everything, you know, entails here, I think it all has to do with the Death Star 1 and the Death Star 2. That's my, you know, overall opinion on all of this. If you guys would like to go ahead and drop a comment below, let me know what you think about this, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.